Motherfucker.
Coming live from 219, GI nigga shit, in case she knows. 15 from the shop, but we never been shy. My city on gold. Trying to keep my bread butter, so I slap with the toast. Seen friends to fold, that's word to my mother. Been stay by my bro, but you already know. Trying to keep my grass cut, it's cold world. Heat your ass up. Who like to fight and got the pipe? Yeah, I bitch, beat your ass up. Don't wanna be that nigga, bitch. I'm already a Negro. Kinda hard not to be a villain. A city full of fake ass heroes. Sipping Tito with Tito. Inhaling my weed smoke. I ain't thinking about life, discussing the game and sharing the cheat code. Can't fuck with the law, they worse than y'all thugs with your street codes. Still lynching this dog, this worth of my shine, that's why I'm in beast mode. Oh, you taking pics with celebrities, act like it's your man. Oh, you fake it till you make it, huh? Shit, you did it all for the gram. Bitch, I was just in the one trap with the one bitch, did it all with them grams. All the hard white, soft white, good green sandwich bags. Peak coat like candy, man. Tool up under like the handyman. Serving ladders ready to shoot. I never get bored, my trap like Candyland. Bitch say I never go to college, screaming out no damn frat life. Figure be better, get indicted by the feds, screaming out some motherfucking trap life. When you try to be great, you know how it go. When you say what you say, them people gon' say that you hating on folks. Either you ain't doing enough, or you doing the most. Shit, one thing I know, if I ever go broke, bitches back to the store. That's all that I know. When you try to be great, you know how it go. When you say what you say, them people gon' say that you hating on folks. Either you ain't doing enough, or you doing the most. Shit, one thing I know, if I ever go broke, bitches back to the store. Yeah.
I wanna know.
Yeah.
Said I wanna know.
Real shit.
How I feel.
I ain't just wake up like this. At least not today. I've been feeling like this.
How I feel when my heart,
Hair standing up right now.
my heart, when you break my heart in two.
The past been set.
Ooh.
Work. Bring the drums in, AP. I be incompetent, not to acknowledge this. Amongst the kings, queens, gods, and goddesses. Still I'm convinced, after all the broken promises, I'm still trying to make mama rich. Or maybe I'm trying to make mama pissed, cause I used to love her, ain't got no common sense. I still do, hard to hide the sense of the mildew. Molded by the fungus, in the darkness of the darkest minds, lies a dragon in that dungeon. Hungry, I supply the heat, just bring the luncheon. Fuck fun, stack fun, stay away from fuck shit. Waiting for the UFOs to abduct me abruptly. You can come right now, interrupt me. Hope I can bring weed on the flying saucer. Learning all this shit'll turn you to Harry Potter. Question everything the teachers ever taught us. Another product of my environment. Ain't no 401k plans or retirements. Boss thing in my hand and get the firing. The truth hurts, baby. Don't lie to me. They say it's the land of the free, but the same land sold and bought people that look just like me. Knowing that got me focused. Enough bandos across the world to house the homeless. Trapped sleeping with rats and roaches. It's about money or moments. Pay for a purpose. How you a boss and you was never a worker. Serving a servant. Can you hear me now, bro? Can you hear me now? Sound like the Sprint man. What about now? Can you hear me? You think if I throw some glasses on, I might be looking a little cooler? I think it was cause I had my loud shit on. I'm gonna see how we looking with the glasses on. Good looking, sus. Hey man, I appreciate everybody that's working with me on this, cause this bigger than trying to get some clout. You know, we have conversations that adults was wondering if it was just me. Turtleneck. Yeah, this is specialized turtleneck. I look better now though. I look like I play football or something, or golf or something. I look like somebody important. Like I should be on a yacht with a beer. Appreciate you. But yeah, appreciate everybody that's making this shit worthwhile, and we taking this to the next level. We really being conscious about the information that we giving out. I'm gonna make that like the word of the day, conscious. We just making conscious efforts with everything just to help each other, to build that village vibe back up, not only to laugh and shit and joke, but to be serious as well. Tonight's guest, you know, is my homie. I've been knowing him for quite some time, and then I kind of got to know him personally and shit, and the things that he talk about is real intriguing, and it's beyond what most think about. So that's why I'm bringing the homie in tonight. How y'all week going so far? It's Wednesday, you know, that's middle of the week. A lot of us get tired. We don't want to push through, man. If you could just write one word to describe how your week going, mine is challenging. Challenging. It has been challenging. I have two stories for you guys. One about the rear ending, pause, and me losing yet another job. I lose a job, like at least a job a month. And it's gotten to the point that I'm just have worked so hard on my attitude that I know it's not me. In fact, I got the footage to show that it's not me. This shit is awkward and it itch. Then my head is big as fuck. Jeff talking about customizing. What should I do to it, bro? They ain't even look. They don't even give you the real ones no more, man. They got them joints where you can just take it home and throw it away, bro. They gave me the cuff that they check your temper, not your temperature. What they check with that shit? You know what I'm saying? Your blood pressure and all that. They didn't tell me take that joint home. They ain't gonna do nothing but throw it away. This shit so plastic, it's gonna melt if I breathe too hard on that motherfucker, boy. Nah, but I appreciate y'all. Waiting on the homie to join, man. So until then, if y'all could write a word to describe how y'all week is going so far, like I said, I'm opening up with y'all. Let y'all know my week been challenging, man. A motherfucker hit me and wifey today. After dealing with a situation where motherfucker like this bitch respond. No, excuse my language, and I apologize. I won't do that again. I don't know if I say certain things because it's funny, but regardless of if a motherfucker is funny or not, I ain't gotta call a motherfucker a bitch. But yeah, man, this bitch motherfucking she had the nerve to say I'm trying to take her motherfucking job and then got me fired. Like she said this shit on tape, y'all. So eventually I want y'all to know the same way we jumped on that Instagram live where that boy was saying he did them boots. I want y'all and I need y'all, my city, to have my back. Chris Pope, what's up, bro? Nehemiah, what's up, man? How you feeling? Yeah, you right about that, bro. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. And let other entrepreneurs and self-employed bosses and bossettes, whatever you claim to be, read that, take heed to what Chris said. That was a little jewel. If he ain't never dropped one, he just dropped one now. I keep saying that to myself, like these ain't no permanent things. These are not no career changes. But you know, when as you get older, things do kind of sit a little different with you. You know, so I don't know. For me, it does. Getting closer to 40, when I start getting these jobs that actually pay good and I make more than I make, you know what I'm saying, struggling to entertain folk and inform folk, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Nehemiah. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. They been tripping out here, man. Motherfucker, we was sitting at the yield thing and got rear-ended, bro.
I'm cool, man. Checking on you. I saw the neck brace. Glad. I appreciate the good energy. I see the homie just joined, man. He in the green room. You know, I got a green room like Maury and Jerry Springer and shit, bro. But the homie in the back in the green room, we finna bring him out. If you ain't never joined me on church in a while with Worthy, I call it that because it got like a little churchy feel, but we in the wild, you know, some John the Baptist type of feel. But we talk about what we believe in openly, allow people to respect it, you know what I'm saying, but agree or disagree respectfully, you know what I'm saying? And then it's more like an adult car party. It's too many secrets out here. We scared to share this shit in the jewels. So that's what bro for pause. We should, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get that from Cam, but I really believe in that pause shit. So I'm let the homie on here. Y'all make sure y'all share the live. I appreciate all the love. Hey, Raymond Neely, man, you gonna get that job, boy. You one working ass nigga, just don't do them push-ups you be doing in the club, dog. I got the homie. I'm just pulling him up on the screen, man. Y'all make sure y'all
with you, bro.
Y'all shut it live, man. I look like a goofball. I look like dude from Weekend at Bernie's. I know.
Bro, what the fuck happened to you, bro?
Pause. I got rear-ended. Just sitting at the light. Never thought this would happen to me ever in my life. The one time that I'm just doing everything right. My back hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but that's like the most common accident though to happen. Like this shit happened to me twice in Indianapolis.
So I shouldn't feel lucky.
Right. No. I mean, you banged up though.
Y'all do me a favor, y'all. Make sure y'all shut a live, man. We finna talk some real life shit, man. Make sure you interact, comment, like, share, comment, hit the emojis. I'll be sure to do the same. If you got a live or something, you try to promote something, make sure you let me know. We get you as a sponsor. So for y'all that don't know, this Wudy, I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself how he want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because most often people introduce others and they give off this other vibe that I ain't even this person. You
Right.
believe in all this shit. So Wudy, introduce yourself to the people, bro.
Well, shit, I'm known on Facebook as Woody Womack, my government George Childs, but released it, like got it off
Hold on,
restriction shit.
start over, bro. I apologize. It was me. I'm trying to do production and click the screen and make you come solo. Pause. Try to put you on the screen solo. But let's try it again, man.
Yeah, I'm Woody Womack on Facebook. My real name, Government George Childs, but that Facebook been restricted for about 2 or 3 years now. They just like unlocked it some shit. I don't really be on there, but yeah, just Woody Womack, man, on Facebook.
And you a big dog. Anytime, any fuck what you heard. Anytime you get restricted for just telling the truth, you a big dog. Like you know what I'm saying. I get
Man,
restricted for telling the truth with little pizzazz on it. The man share a real common fact and be in jail.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm talking about they hit your boy with like 60, 90 days, bro.
hey, what is one of the most craziest things you ever posted that was like just true life and got you in Facebook jail?
The craziest thing I posted, bro, it was a guy, he testified on C-SPAN about giving Obama head in a limousine and smoking
What?
crack with him. Yeah, swear to God. He testified on C-SPAN to Congress about giving Obama head in the back of a limousine and smoking weed with him. And that same dude, he got killed. He got killed for that for testifying this shit. And yeah, they banned me for that because it was like they hit you with the fact check and all that stuff. You understand?
And this is why I'm calling bro on here, because man, a lot of this shit that we think is false or nah, that can't be true, or man, a lot of it unfortunately is true, y'all, and it fucks us up in the long run because these people who we put in these powerful positions and they dictate how we eat, how much we make, you know, saying sometimes the price of the gas, pretty much a lot of shit that we don't know.
Like
So
everything, like most likely everything, like when it comes to just the way of life and shit, because there's nowhere in the world you can't tell me like this is like infiltration from within type shit with Biden in office, because you see like how the country just took a fucked up turn like on a down like incline on account of like he ain't even been in office for real. Like bro, he like ain't even halfway through his term and like shit You good, bro?
Yeah,
And shit, and like shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like just as
right.
far as like inflation and gas and all this stuff. Just like when he first got in office, like his first like executive orders and shit was to turn around and take us from being like independent when it comes to like just like our energy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuel and now they want to like take us into like this Green New Deal and stuff, but like to really like run just on like electric cars and like how the whole like system and shit doing solar and windmills and all that type of stuff, bro. That shit to take maybe 50, 60 years to do. And like, well, we really just don't have the infrastructure to do that shit, man. Because you see, like our infrastructure already crumbling and shit, man. Streets and bridges and shit falling down and all that type of shit. But for them to honestly think we need to like save the world and go into this Green New Deal and just everything electric, bro. It's unattainable. You can't do that.
I keep telling people what's finna happen. All that Terminator 7000 and
Yeah, that's
total
Skynet shit.
recall.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's happening right before our eyes, and people
yeah,
think it's the game. You know, even with the AIs.
yeah.
I don't. I ain't gonna say that I dislike it as much after like doing more
It
research,
is.
but it
I,
scares the fuck out of me.
I think you should because the shit's it's blasphemous for one thing because like the technology and shit we made it was supposed to help us, but then we end up like worshiping that shit, man. Because people they're gonna use that for everything, bro. Like with that AI shit, man. You got niggas like say if you got a lawyer or something, bro, and like he need to like do your opening arguments and all this shit. It's just like defend you or something, and like the nigga lazy. So instead of like him actually like preparing your case and like going over evidence and shit, you know what I'm saying, checking discovery, doing all that, he would just go to chat CTP, GTP and be like, hey,
You
I
can see
need
these comments. Can you see these comments that's popping up, bro?
nah.
I'm just trying to make
Oh,
sure.
we're just on the I can see him like on the
Yeah,
screen
well,
under us.
I'm
Shit.
gonna
Yeah.
make sure I'm gonna pull up. I'm pulling up comments as they commented on YouTube and Facebook. Not to cut you off, but I just
Oh
want
no,
you to
you good. No, you good. I
know,
appreciate it, bro. I appreciate
de-
it. But
definitely
yeah,
that's mind control right there.
yeah, bro. Like that like I said, man, that AI shit, man, like people just relying on that, then you're gonna look up and like what you really need people for. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm saying it scares me, bro. It scares me
Yeah,
to the point people weird they'll have sex with robots eventually and all
yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, they doing it right now, man. The fucking dolls, $5,000, $6,000. All you got to do is put a chip in them or something. The bitch be talking back to you. You
So
know
hey
what I'm
y'all,
saying?
real quick, we need y'all to communicate with us. How y'all feel about like so far where we at? Does that AI and robot world does it scare you at all? Seeing iRobot in movies like that. Did you just
You
think that was a fantasy, or did you know that like?
you
Because
know what's the fuck's the dude's name? Elon Musk. You know he working on some shit called Neuralink, right? Where he can take a chip and they put the chip directly into your brain and talking about it'll be able to cure like blindness and cure hearing and all types of shit and it altered like how you think. So like you won't be like if you don't want to ever be sad again, like it'll be able to control it. So I'm thinking like that's some like God type shit. Like I don't think we should like be entering like crossing that path, bro. Like going to that path where you can control the motherfucker's thoughts, man.
sex toys are robots. Yeah, I guess you're right. What you talking about the electric slide tools? I didn't even know
I
that.
think it says electric slide.
Yeah, I just found out the electric slide is a song
Was
about.
about a vibrator, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. A few
that's
years back I found
crazy,
out
bro.
about that.
So really, this type of shit been going on forever, and now it's just to the point where they do everything dead in your face because they
Yeah.
notice that we so stupid that
Not to cut you off, bro. Like I heard some shit where as far as like the cult and like the Satanist motherfuckers, the Luciferians and shit, like if they before they do something like evil to you, like they have to like let you know. That way, like it's not them actually doing bad because they told you. So you had ample time to protect yourself and like not do not get your shit done. You let it get done to you, basically.
I've heard that too, bro. I've heard that
Yeah,
too.
it's some
Um,
wild shit.
what Spencer brought up the 8 arm the little baby commercial. I
Which
know we
one?
talking political, conspiracies right now, but
Yeah, we can
even
jump back and forth because listen, all that shit connected. Like everything's intertwined, bro. So we could jump back and forth. And oh my mama, bro, it's like I can be the weird nigga, you know, like the crazy nigga with the dots and shit, and with the strings connected to this, and like how this leads to this, how that leads to that,
Oh
and
yeah.
all that shit. Yup, she got it.
What's up, Katina? How you feeling, sis?
Yeah,
She
Katina, she
said
know what's up. That
the
Neuralink shit.
Neuralink, the Belco experiment. I'm waiting on
Mhm.
sis to get in here with us one of these days. Last week we had Danielle Lee. Why it's on my mind, you guys? She just put out an children's affirmation book. I've got the link. I'm gonna pull it up, man. The book
Yeah,
is
do
only
that.
$20.
I got a
You
house full
guys,
of kids. They can read that shit.
yeah, man. She got herself one, and it's not just for the kids. It's actually for the adults as well. Where is it at? My fault. Y'all, it's hard holding this big ass head on his neck right now, man. But yeah, right there. I just put the link up. Well, that's the link, you guys. You be sure to, go let her know you fucking with her. You showing the support. BK, what's up, sis? She said, I refuse to get deep into technology, nor do I let my kids, because they want our conscious spirit. That's what they want. They want all our knowledge.
Yeah.
They just keeping track of it, the algorithms and everything. That's why it's best. This social media is really best for business. It's and maybe being kind of friendly with those that you truly know. When you get to really posting your life and shit, they taking notes.
Yeah, I agree with that, bro, because it's even it's documented, like how motherfuckers say, they even came up with a movie with it, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this, like all movies and shit, like TVs and even commercials, all that shit, man. They call it TV programs, you know what I'm saying? Because it's programming, which is, so we know that. But like I said, with that movie, I forget the name of it, but it was about Facebook and how like Mark Zuckerberg's supposed to come up with this $1 billion idea in a fucking a college dorm room or some shit. But he dropped out of college or something. But come to find out, like Facebook, you know what I'm saying, it was actually like made up like by the CIA and shit. You know what I'm saying? And Homeboy is actually a fucking like a rough child or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He like a distant grandson or some shit. So
I see you, Spence. I see you. My fault, Mr. Speak the Truth.
Yeah,
just entered the green room.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna pull him in for a second with us, bro, because I'm gonna actually let y'all, just talk a little bit, because he real conscious with the conspiracies as well.
Yeah,
that don't mean I agree with everything he say, but that's my dog, man.
Yeah, that's the homie, bro. Like this is my first time ever like talking to the dude, but like we've been back and forth on Facebook for years and shit though.
Spence, what's up, man?
What up, though, brothers? How y'all doing, man?
Hey, man,
what's going on, Woody?
I can't call it, bro. What's happening?
Hey man, I told Worthy, man, he gonna get his platform took down already, man.
Yeah, fucking with us, yeah.
Right, that's too much truth for him, man. They ain't ready for all that.
Yeah. Hey, I told a nigga, I said, hey man, don't have no motherfucking disgruntled rappers with daddy issues waiting on me, man, in the wigs and shit. I told him don't do that.
I'm telling you, it ain't no way around it, man. That's just the age that we live in, so that's why I tell you, I'm like, hey man, what they say, a lot of people gonna be offended in this generation, man. You know what I'm saying? So
that's definitely gonna happen.
It is, so that's why I tell people you got to take it with strides, man. So that's why it don't bother me one bit at all. And some conspiracy theories around that too, man. But we'll talk about it. What y'all brothers talking about right now?
Basically, we was getting in on the AI, like how that shit like taking over and shit. But I was getting off into how Facebook was actually created by the CIA. And basically was made for us to willingly give up all our fucking information, where we going, how we do things, where we buy shit, you know what I'm saying, all our data and shit, like all our data. It basically tell them how we just do every fucking thing, you know what I'm saying, the type of shit that you buy, the size you wear, you know what I'm saying, all that. Then they sell all that shit to everybody else.
Oh yeah, everything. I think they got a digital profile on everybody right now, bro. Like these phones, you got to think about it. We do literally everything that with our phones right now. Back in the day, you know what I'm saying, how you needed a phone, you needed a laptop, you needed a computer, you needed a camera.
You needed a tape recorder for
a tape recorder.
Yeah, all that shit in your pocket, one place.
All of it in your pocket right now. And they give you access, and not think about it. They know with Google and everything that you're searching for, so they got a profile on you that if they was to expose niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they have everything on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of one of them things right now where I think we kind of gave it up willingly. You know what I'm saying? We kind of sold ourselves because of comforts and everything. And that's how they got us.
I'm finna say they made the conveniences like so easy to get. You know what I'm saying? They made the conveniences convenient, and niggas was willingly like, all right, bet it up.
Oh yeah, big time. And that's what I tell people all the time. You know what I'm saying? They kind of snuck it in on us because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of this stuff did come in to make life a lot easier. Because I remember, you know what I'm saying, back when we was in high school, you used to have to take, for like days, you have to take like that little big camcorder that you had, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of moved everything down for us. Like, yeah, this is going to be good for us. This is going to be good. Even with social media. Y'all remember back in the day, man, what they had, you were talking about that Facebook thing.
It was Black Planet.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking, what is it? Classmate.com or something like that.
Yeah, yep. And that's what it turned into.
That's literally how we used to keep in contact. And morphed into Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't even, and I remember, like, you ain't even see people that you've seen from high school. And to a certain extent, I tell people all the time, bro, you don't supposed to see everybody that you went to school with. You know what I'm saying? Part of your growth and development is you get away from those people. A lot of people, that's how you grow when you get outside of your environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, out of your element, yep.
Out of your element. So now you got Facebook. Now you got people 40, 30 years old still trying to act like they the same person they was in high school. You
right.
see what I'm saying?
Even though they peak like a motherfucker.
Peak, you know what I'm saying? You see people out here talk about how they dress up. They still, we 40 years old. People talk about how they got some new J's still, you know, because that's what they was known. That's what they was known for in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something that's fucked up, man. I ran into a bitch a while back, bro, and the motherfucker called me, and the motherfucker called me Fat Farm, because that's the shit I used to wear in high school, fam.
In high school, bro.
I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, like really, bro.
But that's how it is. Think about it. Like when you around everybody from that same element that you was in high school, and you reading their thoughts, you seeing everything that's on their mind, no matter how depressing they are, no matter how upbeat or how materialistic, whatever they are, you still identify with that now.
She called you Fat Farm.
Yeah. Nah, man, I used to wear that shit. That's all I used to wear in high school and shit, man.
that just tell you about black people, period. Though ain't no white person finna come up and call you, hey FUBU,
right.
Hey FUBU. Like niggas just, I mean, I get it, but I don't. And that, hey,
come on, son.
Hey, man, you pulling out snakes and shit, bro? Is that gay?
That's my little homie, man.
Pull out a snake, bro.
This a real man pet, man. While y'all out here playing with poodles and everything.
What? Man, y'all gonna have me re-injured, dog. Hey,
yeah,
man,
this nigga should have been with this neck brace.
You into different type of conspiracies, like you into the whole heterosexual. How did this come from straight to super gay conspiracies?
Oh, I'm gonna all right. Let me stop you on some 100 shit. I think. First off, do you know about like the Mao dynasty in China?
Nope. Let's talk it. Let's go.
Okay. All right. The Mao dynasty in China, bro. Like he came in and he made motherfuckers like forget about the sex. Like, all right, you're not a boy, you're not a girl or no shit. So like he wanted everybody to be like automatons and like everybody looked the same. And now he did that basically just to made them forget about, I forget what is the four somethings. I forget what it is.
Though? What's it called?
It's the Mao. He killed millions of people, bro. Like on some Marxist shit, on some communist shit that's happened in China. Like he killed so many motherfuckers. And basically he was trying to like emasculate all the men, you know what I'm saying, make the women more masculine and shit, and have like one sex so he can like basically take over. And because that actually like destroys like the nuclear family and all that type of shit. Because if you don't have a family, you won't have like motherfuckers with you know what I'm saying, morals and shit, traditions and shit and stuff like that. And I honestly think that's what they're doing to us right now, because if you don't have like men that's fighting and standing up for some shit, you can easily be conquered. Because I think we're being infiltrated by China and Ukraine, to be honest, because they blackmailed Biden. We can get off into that too.
Yeah, I definitely think
Biden was planning, right? Biden was planning. They just needed somebody to take the fall for all this shit. and Biden was the perfect person?
Listen, all right, I'm gonna say yes and no, but that man been in politics for about 50 years, damn near. Now I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you this. All right, for about 50 years. Now it's evidence because it's a 1023 form that the FBI has. The Director Ray, he released that shit the same day they indicted Trump. The day Trump went to jail. So like you really didn't hear about it because he was worried about Trump going to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in that 1023 form, it's evidence of 17 tapes of him being on the phone with a motherfucker, bribing the dude, telling him like, I need 5 million. So he paid Biden 5 million and his son 5 million.
Who did?
You know what I mean? A guy in Ukraine.
Oh,
I forget.
paid Biden.
Yeah, it's the head of Burisma. Burisma is like a gas oil company in Ukraine that his son, this nigga, like he got a first off, Hunter Biden laptop, the nigga on the laptop, bro, with a straight shooter in his mouth, like straight up firing up straight rocks and shit, bro. Like getting his dick sucked, like he like hookers, like left and right. Yeah, get out of here, boy. Like he got he got like a straight shooter in his mouth, man, like hookers and shit, like left and right. And it basically corroborates with the stuff that the FBI already knew. You know what I'm saying? They called him the big guy, and that like he been getting bribes from, like I said, Ukraine, Burisma, like the oligarchs that's in Ukraine right now, and China too. Yeah. So like that's why you see like we got balloons and shit flying over, and like nobody shot them down until like people starting to say stuff. Then that's why you can look at like how the border is open, and it's nothing but like men. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing but included with all the rest of the millions that's coming in and shit. There's Chinese men that's military age that's coming over right now. And if you also look in Cuba, they got a fucking a secret base, man, a base in Cuba they setting up. Now remember, Cuba is like 90 miles from the fucking US, bro. It's nothing to shoot a missile from Cuba. You remember the missile, the Cuban Missile Crisis back in I think it was the 60s with JFK and shit? Y'all we hip to that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Castro.
All right. Yeah, yup. So like they got a base in Cuba right now, and they feeling like they're trying to set up missiles and shit right there. I think that's gonna be like the big scare, and that might start World War III.
But I see with that conspiracy though, I think China. What I think is deeper than just China, bro. I think it's a pawn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think China is a pawn, Russia, and all that kind of stuff for a bigger conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I look at everything. I think we gotta have a world war. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, because you, I don't know, like I said, you know about all the world, the Great Reset, and all that kind of stuff that they talk about. You know what
Green
I'm
New
saying?
Deal, Economic World Forum.
Yeah, the World Economic Forum with that Charles, what's his name? Or whatever, Schwab or whatever. You know what I'm
Charles
saying?
Schwab.
Right. So I think all these nations are in cahoots, but they know the only way that you're gonna be able to start is to reset.
People to catch this information, bro. I want these folks to catch this information when y'all say certain shit.
All right. World Economic Forum. Charles Schwab. Hey, take your sister upstairs.
Is that the bank? That's the same bank. The bank, or what is it? Not the bank. What is it? A stocks or something?
World Economic Forum. It's just a collection of like world leaders. They call themselves elite. You know what I mean? And they basically like come up with plans and stuff, like devise plans that they think is best for like the whole world. They the ones who say for the whole world, bro. Just they are like elected, but because it's like some of our leaders and shit, man. But like we don't need like a one world government and shit. That's basically what they want to do. Their plan is to centralize everything, like our government, our police, the food, like all that type of shit, bro. Our money. Because that's why, like I said, this shit, everything's gonna be linked. Like with the dollar, it's in such a decline. Like right now, bro, they're gonna try to bring us to that Fed now CBCD, I believe, like the central bank digital currency, or some shit. They're gonna try to bring us to that.
So does that mean people need crypto and shit? That's why they did the crypto and shit.
Well, crypto is decentralized because there's so many different forms of it. Like I think people still going to deal with like Bitcoin because it's on a blockchain, and they just going to try to put that the Fed now, the central bank digital currency, on the same blockchain as Bitcoin because it's a company called BlackRock. They own like most of the like all the assets in the world. Now they just signed up for EFT, which means they can now like try to trade on the blockchain with Bitcoin and shit, because the dollar is the Federal Reserve, it's the reserve note of the world, and it's the petrodollar. But like the shit it's in so much decline because since it's like beginning, which was 1913, I believe, with the that's when with the shit with the Titanic, it happened today. That's actually ironic and it's funny. Like, you know, that shit with the submarine that's going around and they're going around with the Titanic. Now, you know, the Titanic, that shit it sank because it was a nigga on there. He wasn't trying to go with the Federal Reserve. So they sink the ship.
That was with J. Morgan.
Yep, and Rothschild. Yeah. Now it was the nigga that died that blocked them. He died on the damn ship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And basically when he died, he was out of the way. And J.P. Morgan and Rothschild and I forget it was somebody else.
Right, they was just trying to kill one person, right?
Yeah, because he was stopping them because he had all the money, bro. Like he owned all the banks.
He was over. Yeah, he was like one of the most powerful. I remember I read about that somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, so like they killed his motherfucking ass so they can start the Federal Reserve. Now the Federal Reserve is not a part of our country at all. It's a private entity, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like it has nothing to do with our country at all. But this is how it's the biggest hustle in the world. They take their money. I'm gonna do it like this. Here go the analogy, the example basically. For every dollar that's made, you owe 10 cents on that dollar. So if I give you $1, you owe me $1.10 back. But you can't pay me the 10 cents because I haven't created the 10 cent yet. So for you to be able to pay me the 10 cents, you have to borrow another $1 from me. That's why we in trillions of debt like that, because the money is created and it's not backed by anything.
It's not backed by anything no more.
Yup, you got it. But before that, the money was backed by gold, so it was worth something because, you know, the gold is tangible. You can feel it. It's there. It's actually there.
So we no longer the richest. We no longer the richest country. We just act like we are.
No, it ain't necessarily about the richest the country or some shit, but it's good to have like the dollar as the Federal Reserve, but the reserve note. I mean, I'm sorry, but you don't have to have like your currency as that, because we can still go back to the gold standard with our dollar. Like the petrodollar, the Federal Reserve note, is just that. It's their money. It's not our nation's currency. Like the nation's currency is supposed to be like for the people and by the people type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like
Zen, like Chinese money, right?
Not necessarily, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, because they just did that BRICS shit. It's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, I believe. Now they all joined together. Now they said they basically are gonna do trade with their own nation's currency, but it's gonna be backed by gold. Now America not in that shit because it's Biden. You know what I mean? Biden, he basically trying to collapse all this shit. I don't know like what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen because like we've been through a recession before. We've been through several recessions and shit. Like I remember the most recent one was under Obama and shit, like 2009. Like, nigga, I got a job at this gig out in Chicago, man. ZF Linford, and nigga, I bought me a bubble Chevy. Nigga, the motherfuckers hired me in October. And fired me in November, nigga. I was so hurt, nigga. Like, straight up. I was some motherfucker hurt with that shit.
Hey, question, Wudy. Why is this type of stuff so intriguing to you, though? Like, because, you know, others may find this boring.
My nigga, to be honest, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Also, like, man,
it affects you in some way. So I'm sure that's why it intrigues you.
You know what? There it is. Because like the shit, it like you said, it does affect me and shit, bro. And like out of nowhere, man. I used to be into sports. So I used to watch basketball and football and all that type of shit. Then out of nowhere,
it ain't even the same no more, though.
I swear to God, just out of nowhere, I was like, man, like this shit dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear to God, like it just like dawned on me. Something like came over me, bro.
So it's all politics at the end of the day. It all tends to be politics. In some way, it's been they already decided who won. It may not be exactly how you think it's gonna be, but you say it's politics.
Yeah,
it ain't politics, but I think it's a hand that's moving everything. It's a wicked hand that's in the earth right now, bro, moving everything, like pulling strings on everything. And that's why I tell people it's kind of it get back to almost biblical, where it's almost like you read the end of the Bible, Revelation type stuff. It's really going on right now, but we so distracted with, like you said, sports. We distracted with, matter of fact, even with this Titanic stuff that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff hands being moved right now. I think you posted something about that with the internet supposed to be collapsed and possible. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to
listen. You know why that's coming? Because the same motherfuckers we talked about previously, Charles Schwab and them at the World Economic Forum, they said the fucking internet it's gonna come. You know what I mean? Like the internet's gonna collapse, all the communication and shit's gonna go down, and it might happen for months. Now, when they do announce something, they say something, you listen, you pay attention, because
you got to.
Because these the same motherfuckers that said we were gonna have a pandemic. COVID.
Said that in 2017, 28. Bill Gates was talking about that early.
There you go.
We wasn't listening.
So when they talk,
I was listening. Like you said, some of us was listening.
Yeah,
I made a post about it in 2018, bro.
But did you when he said that y'all said to yourselves, this is gonna happen?
Oh no, I made a post about it in 2018, saying like, hey man,
I'm gonna tell y'all this, bro. I've been talking about this shit about the last 10 years, dude. So like, when the shit, like when something happened, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So now
here we go.
So only thing I do, like basically what I do, bro, like just buy you like emergency kits, like as far as like food and shit. Get you supply of food where you can last for about 4 or 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Get you like a generator or some shit. Get you like a hand crank radio. Get you some fucking batteries or something. Cause like it's gonna happen. Cause just think about like how motherfuckers act on Black Friday sales, but just think when there's no fucking food in the grocery store.
No, just about when COVID came and when everything was shutting down. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was scrambling for toilet tissue, and that was just a test run. And a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? They planning another pandemic on us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know that that's coming or whatever. Where it's literally they showing us all the signs right now. China, I think they had about 65 million cases of it or something they said just a few weeks ago. So you know it was already starting in China because they started everything, it seems like, in China. That's how everything initiates. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I think when they hit us this next time, I think they're going to hit us with everything kind of all at once. It might even be the aliens, a world war. They might, you know what I'm saying, that pandemic.
The internet. So you ain't gonna be able to talk to motherfuckers, and the only thing you're gonna see is the emergency test broadcast, and they're gonna be telling you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you're gonna be in this motherfucker like, oh man, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Hey, real quick, I don't know if y'all heard the homie. He said get a radio that you can use batteries in. What else you say? Some canned goods that'll last you.
Yeah, like some non-perishables and shit, man. Get you some. You can go on Amazon, bro. Like the shit costs like maybe like $50-$60, man. But I got like my fam like 3 months. You know what I'm saying? It's a gang of us in the crib. So get you some emergency kits. They on Amazon right now. They got like whole meals, or they can just get you sides and shit. But like just gonna get this shit at least like 3 or 4 months. It's nothing. Motherfuckers go and buy it and sit in lines for Jordans and shit. Go spend $300 on the emergency kit, bro.
I know, because it's finna get there, and that's what I think. And a lot of times people here, we talk about this kind of stuff, man. They, like you said, it's conspiracy theories. They say I'm pandling fear, but you know what I'm saying? But like you said, you got to pay attention to the signs. Everybody out here, like I said, the Most High gave certain people to put on this earth as people who going to be watchmen, who going to give people warnings like, hey, man, something coming, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Something coming. And a lot of times people, you know what I'm saying, like don't take heed to it until it's too late. And then, you know what I'm saying, like,
not to interrupt, bro, and don't get it fucked up. We're not saying we prophets or some shit. But
you know, but that's what I'm saying. It's just intuition. Because, like I said, the same thing when he was asking you, like, what made you change? Like, bro, like I had to say it was probably about 2016, and something just started hitting me. Like I get this weird vibration because you start seeing the world shift a little bit. Because you know what I'm saying. All of a sudden, all these little weird rappers start popping up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying. All that pronoun stuff start popping out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? The weather started changing all awkwardly and weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and that's that what the fuck is called harm?
Heart.
There you go. Yup.
Yeah.
Harvey machine.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So all of that stuff going on at once, it's kind of just like, man, you start seeing it. It's just like, dude. Then you start people just dying random, like. Within the last few weeks, we can even go back. I ain't have to go back years. Like, bro, in the last few weeks, like we talked about before, people are literally. Did y'all see that big poker thing, buddy from Houston?
I posted it, and the nigga was like, yeah, man, do it something with the music. Then he went, And that was
Right,
it.
and drop dead. Drop
That was it.
dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
45 years old, not known to have any health conditions, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like something going on in this realm right now, man, that is like on some, like I said, some weird, evil type stuff. And the hands that were hand behind it is like controlling it. But I think, like we said, they need, because I think even what is the United Nations, they little emblem is like order out of chaos or something like that, where
Yep. They order out of
it,
chaos. That is
it, it,
the Georgia Stones, bro. You remember they had
right,
like all those commandments in like different languages and shit. Somebody knocked them over
right,
though, and they was like build order out of chaos. That's one of their
out of
sayings,
chaos.
bro. On my
Hey,
And
mama.
that's what they want.
Sis said an article was recently published saying that the term conspiracy theorist was a term created to describe critical thinkers.
I can
Yeah,
believe it.
y'all
You
was
know
just
the
gonna
term.
say y'all definitely some critical thinkers. Shit, not to cut y'all off, but I want to get back to the Obama and getting some head from the crackhead, et cetera, et cetera. Because
Man, look at
these folks love
listen,
Obama. You can't say
listen.
nothing wrong about
I
Obama.
know, bro, and I know,
What
and I
y'all
know.
see what
And
happened when people said something about Obama though, right?
yeah,
How they got rid of old girl, they got rid of Bernie Mac. They got rid of old girl who said we already had a gay president, John Rivers. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
what? What
yeah.
happened?
You ain't hear about that, bro?
What happened with Bernie Mac? Bernie Mac passed around that time too.
Yeah, Bernie Mac. What was it? 09, 08 or something like that. I think it was.
You feel me?
Yeah, it
And
was something.
again, I'm starting to wake up. You know, I done open my eyes, getting the crust out my eyes, and wake us
Yeah,
up. Talk that shit, bro.
it was
Obama
Bernie.
get here for crackheads. Was it a man or a woman?
It was a man. It was a white male, bro. I don't
Okay.
know his name. Listen, I don't know his name, bro, but I can look the shit up. But the guy, he testified on C-SPAN. It was a congressional testimony, bro. It was on C-SPAN. It was on TV, and he said he was in a limousine with Obama, bro. He bopped him off, and he smoked weed with him. Obama was smoking a joint, and he bopped him off. This was when he first got picked to
Is
basically
it the one they had killed?
yeah, they killed him. See, I told
Oh
he
yeah,
his ass was on the
I know
street.
you talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah, I know you
they
talking
offed
about.
his ass.
Oh
Did you
yeah, they
see the
got rid of
testimony?
him.
Did you see the
I didn't see
testimony
that
though?
one. No, I
Okay,
didn't see the testimony.
but he was on C-SPAN, my nigga, where he did the shit. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
all
And he
right.
was like, and this is when like they picked him like to run for president.
So
I
Right.
think because like the nigga just came out of nowhere, bro.
Out of nowhere. I swear to God,
Yeah,
like, dude, he was. I remember watching him when he was running for Senate, and it was just something. I ain't even gonna lie to you because he had me on that Obama spill that first go around.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
On the
It
real, I
was
voted
something
for him
real.
the first time. I voted for him the
It was
first
something
time.
real charismatic about bro. I can't explain it,
Hmm.
but he had like that, like what they say. You can see his
The it
aura.
factor. Yeah,
I swear to God,
he had it. He had it. You know what
he
I'm
did.
talking about?
I'm talking about like he was a stand-up educated brother, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Supposedly cool family.
right. And
And
then
I'm
he
just
was up
like,
and he talked all proper and
oh yeah.
professional and you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, on the real. And I'm like, all right, we might have
hey, I
something
got a
right here.
question.
And he hooped on top of all that. He was a
Right.
real brother. You
And
know
Hey,
he
what I'm
smoked
saying?
Newport.
to
And he
all the
smoked
people that's in the
Newport.
comments, do y'all believe this? Do y'all believe what these brothers are saying? Like, I want to know because I know a lot of us be like, he ain't do
But
that.
just
We
look
live
it
in a
up.
world now where everything is possible, bro.
Just
You
look it
see,
up.
you see motherfucking brothers killing brothers over LeBron James and Michael Jordan. So you got to
Right.
know it's possibility that the first black president that was going to make a change for us, who actually put us in worse position than we ever been in as black people,
And hold
as
on,
black men.
and just not to cut you off, bro. Is he really black though? And like this
Right.
is why, and this is why I'm saying that because his father was from Kenya, right? Now on his birth certificate, that don't necessarily mean it's only like in America somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Where it's either like black or white. They worry about the race and shit because you could come from another country
And
and
be
your
called
status be
king
white.
and be
Yeah,
white.
yeah, and your status be white. You know what I'm saying? So if his mom's white and his pops is Kenyan, bro, like is he really black? Because
Right.
he ain't grow up the way you and I way we
I,
grew up.
oh no,
He
not
have
even a little bit. He was raised by his
nah
grandparents, by his white grandparents. You know what I'm saying? And
he ain't have no black experience, man. So
No,
he
not
is
even a
as
little
much a
bit.
white man as he is a black man,
Ain't
bro.
ain't he him and George Bush cousins or something like that? So he got that bloodline. You know what I'm saying? How they say a
Yeah,
lot of
they
presidents are
cousins.
cousins and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
And first off, his name is Barry Santoro. You know what I mean? And like his father was Lulu Santoro. You know what I'm saying
right?
about? That's the motherfucker who really was. He worked for the CIA, and he
Uh,
was doing like all the dirt and shit for the older Bush, for Daddy
say
Bush.
Cameron Hudges say Obama is a true African. His ancestors helped sell us into slavery. Yeah, a lot of us help sell ourselves. Like a lot of black people have always been jellybacking, as my brother used to say. We've been selling each other since day one. That's a problem now. That's our
Hmm.
problem now. We were so quick to just turn our back on each other and go with the next. And I hate to say like it's about color, but it's always been about color at the end of the day. Whether it's about green, whether it's about black or white, it's always a color involved.
Oh no, I believe it
I want to
because
talk
that's what
about
I'm saying.
Pizzagate because I ain't believe that shit, but after doing research and shit, I believe that shit. And then that man killed himself and all that shit. What news you got on that for me, bro?
You talking about Epstein? You said Epstein?
Yeah. Yep.
You
Yeah.
said you said he killed himself?
Well,
You damn fool. You big fat.
Yeah.
Hey, like, can you
what a
like?
world we live in.
But did y'all hear about the stories they was talking about on Epstein Island? Did y'all hear like the testimonies of what's going on? Like how they really like real life like drop them kids off in the woods and like actually hunt them down and kind of type stuff?
Right. It was like a big field, like open up, and they legit like hunt them. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Hunters
some like
have sex
It's
with him?
hard.
Oh my god,
It's
fucking
hard. That man, that shit
crazy.
horrifying, bro. You heard about Frazzle Drip?
No, what's that?
Frazzle Drip, bro. All right, it's a nigga named Anthony Weiner. Anthony Weiner. I'm not making it
uh,
up. This man
the
name is
weird
Anthony
dude,
Weiner.
the
Yeah,
politician dude, right? Yeah.
yeah. He the one that was sending like dick pics to like 15,
Yeah, the
14
chicks.
year old.
Yeah.
Yeah. 15, 14-year old girls. Anyway, the nigga got caught up with that shit. Now, the New York police, they confiscated his laptop.
Oh,
The
I seen it.
police, yeah, the police, they went through his laptop and they found the video of his wife, Huma. I forget her last name. I guess it's Wiener. Some, here you go. That's what you want.
Uma Wiener.
Uh, right. But anyway, she, on the laptop, they tied a little girl to a tree and like they cut the little girl's face off as she was alive, bro. That's the Frazzle
I heard
Drip
about
shit.
something like that. And they
Yeah.
supposed to have I think it was either his pictures or something where they had the
Yeah, it's a an artist, like he recreated it, and Ellen was wearing the shirt. Aaron was
yeah,
wearing the shirt. You seen that? Yeah, Ellen was wearing the shirt
Wait,
of the
wait,
shit
wait,
that
wait,
happened.
wait, wait. So they really cut babies' faces
Yes,
off. They got a
yes,
name for it, and then to
yes,
symbolize it, Ellen DeGeneres had a shirt on
yep.
with the.
On her show, she got Epstein Island, where they do the rituals and shit at. On her show, on the backdrop in the show, the white, blue, white, blue with the stripes and shit. That
What?
shit was on Little Saint James. That's the name of
Yeah, that's
the
the name of the
island,
island.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Lolita is the plane, my nigga. But
with the
what's even
submarines, right? They got the
yeah, what's
submarines.
even more fucked up, Ghislaine Maxwell, the bitch, she's a pilot, bro, and she got a submarine pilot license and shit. That way you don't have to have a flight log with that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have a flight log with that shit. Yeah, yeah, my dude. That shit that's in Wayfair, I get to that too. That's out of Ohio. Now, out of Ohio, because Wes Lexner is the nigga. He like the king of Ohio, bro. Like he's a billionaire and shit. He the nigga that was paying Epstein. Like that was his like boy toy and shit. You know what I'm
Is that
saying? So
so?
he
Is
got
that
his
the
money.
dude who had the party, the sex party? He just had a sex party. He got like an island across from the island, right?
That I don't know. That's Richard Branson. Bronson. That's the nigga that owned like Virgin
version.
Records and Virgin. The nigga who want to fly to Mars and to
Yeah.
the moon and shit.
And they was
Him.
putting like some come be a part of the terror because it's like
Yeah.
it's a
Terror.
new
Yeah.
country.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the shit. That's the shit I sent you. Yeah. Because you can do whatever you want over like international waters. There's no laws over there, my nigga. That's why they
Right.
do that. That's why they do that. So Richard Bronson, and remember, there's pictures of him and Obama hugged up surfing together on that island, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now that island is just like a hop, skip, and a jump away from Little St. James. You know what I'm saying? Where they fucking the kids and shit. And guess who else got an island over there? Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck you got an island with billionaire niggas and you a senator, my nigga? Like a senator salary is what? 100 bands? You know what I'm saying? $100,000.
I
So
seen
like, why you got
Island Boys? The Island Boys, the dumb motherfuckers.
I don't think that shit real. But
I don't
even
think that was real either. Yeah.
yeah, but either way though, my nigga, like it's buku evidence of the shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? As far as the motherfuckers that's on the list, the flight logs and all that shit, and I'm waiting on that shit to come out. And I think like when that shit do actually drop, that's probably when they gonna do the internet blacking out and whatever.
But why you think they kind of exposed that though? That's my real thing though. That's what I be trying to figure out, because I don't think no hand of the government is really like stand up. You know what I'm saying? I think they all in cahoots with each other.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sure, but I'm just like, all right, so the fact that they gave up Epstein and you know what I'm saying, he rubbed elbows with like real rich politicians, it seemed like almost to a certain extent they wanted this stuff to come out. Where it seemed like right now they trying to reveal their hand, man, where it's kind of like they kind of not hiding a lot of stuff that they doing no more. They kind of openly talking about Satan. They doing a lot of open rituals, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like they kind of
the music shows and shit.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like it's almost to the point where it seems like they want us to know, you know what I'm saying, whatever deity they serve or whatever it is that they into. It's kind of like they not trying to hide it no more. Especially like what John Legend chick, you know what I'm saying?
She was like this with that Baphomet. It was a video with the chick. She did like the Baphomet sign, you know?
Right.
As it
you know
above,
what I'm saying?
as it below, that type of shit. Yeah.
Right.
But you talking about
like,
Chrissy Teigen. You talking about Chrissy Teigen with her?
She on some weird stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, it seems like they showing us this because they kind of want us to know to a certain extent, like, hey man, we on some deep, weird, creepy stuff out here. And you know what I'm saying? I think it's really out here about picking sides. I think they want everybody to know, like, all right, choose who side you on to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
I think they go back to them having to tell you what they do before they do it. So you
exactly. That's the only way you can bring it into this. Yeah, you got to put it into this atmosphere because you know what I'm saying. Like everybody got a free will. They can't just kind of if they did it to you everything kind of secretly. You couldn't really be held accountable if it is something to be held accountable for. You know what I'm saying? But now they put it out here where it's like, all right, it kind of ain't no excuse, man. You see that these weirdos they involved in some dark stuff. But you know what I'm saying? They still got their following. So anytime you put a person on celebrity, now think about it. If they do make pedophilia legal, you know what I'm saying? Like you got all these entertainers saying it's cool, it's okay. And look how many weak-minded people we got to follow these people. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah.
Hey, watch New York and California because
I was just gonna say that.
Because it was a motherfucker and they actually passed some shit where they made
law
it okay
for the 12-year-olds.
You got it. There we go. Yep.
The law for the 12-year-olds can say that they don't want to stay with their parents, and if somebody with like a medical license says that this
no, not that one. No, I ain't talking about like the gender reassignment shit. That's
no. This ain't reassignment. This is them saying I don't want to stay with my parent at 12. If a doctor says that this kid is mature enough to make a decision, if they want to stay home or move out at 12, they can move. So
I ain't
heard that one.
Man to talk to you like, oh, is something going wrong at your house? Well, buddy, you know you don't have to stay there. You can stay. You can stay here.
Hey, bro, I hate your pedophile voice, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's weird, man. Like super weird. So maybe you saying they know what the age of consent because you know Indiana is like Indiana legal is 16, I think. So basically the same thing you're saying. Where it's like, all right, if you're a 16-year-old and you show that you are mature, you can drop out of school. You can kind of do basically a lot of stuff that you want to at that point. So you said they dropping it down to 12?
12 in California. I just watched it on TikTok and it was a white lady and she was real serious about it. That's why I say it ain't even a color thing. It's just about who consider themselves to be higher up, and these motherfuckers don't even have a moral compass. They just do whatever.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. We live in some dark times right now, man. We have a conversation right now about some stuff that if we were to talk about this 20 years ago, bro, you know what I'm saying, we would have been thought it was absurd. You know what I'm saying? But now this is like literally so upside down, and they trying to make this a reality that is insane. That the stuff that we seeing right now, but only a handful of people. You know what I'm saying? A handful of people only gonna understand a show or something like this anyway. What we talking about, because you know what I'm saying? It seems like the mass of people is under like some kind of spell, hypnosis, or something where, you know what I'm saying? Like the only thing they kind of care about still is making money. Or the only thing they care about still is like being entertained, or they whatever life they can try to hold on to in this world. Because even a lot of them notice and seeing what's going on around the world. But a lot of them, like I'm saying, people dying. The only thing they saying now is when they see all the people dying, it's like, man, you better live your life to the fullest. And it's just like, bro, no, it's when you see stuff happen at such fast rates, sometimes it's time to take a step back. You be like, you know what? Let me even try to figure out what's going on, whether it's looking into religion.
I think that's living your life to the fullest, though. What you saying, like what people think living your life to the fullest ain't going having the most fun ever. Living your life to the fullest is making sure you have a lifespan that's full. that may consist of me telling you some shit you don't want to hear that change your life, to make you eat different, to look at the political law.
I'm gonna be 100. Like I'm gonna be 100. Like when I think about like living your life to the fullest and some shit, bro. Like if a nigga ain't got a purpose, bro, like what the fuck you here for? Like
what are you here for?
If you're not trying to, like, I feel my purpose is like to have children, raise them, you know what I'm saying, have them properly, like go throughout this world, you know what I'm saying, like I ain't gonna try to say indoctrinate them or some shit, but like have them like morally like be outstanding motherfuckers or something. Like that's basically like what I'm trying to do with them, because I'm trying to like leave legacy. I would think that's like every man's like job, like just subconsciously like this embedded in them to like leave legacy. Like I honestly think that's what the fuck we here for.
Right. The right legacy.
That's me.
The right.
Legacy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but now we got even with our kids not trying to leave a legacy, it's just like, all right, we got to make sure we're gonna have something to leave a legacy for, because like I said, this world fast passing away, man. Like it don't even feel the same to me, and it's just because I remember, like I said, a few years ago, man, you woke up, it was that fervor for life, everything kind of seemed still kind of happy go lucky, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But now it just seems like it's a dark cloud over this where it's just like, dude, all of a sudden,
my nigga, is that middle age though? Is that what it is?
I don't think it is, but it's not.
No,
really.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, it is, because you know what I'm saying. Like our parents are, like you said, they used to get around, they hit 40s. No, you know what? They hit it early when they was about 30. You know what I'm saying? We looked at them like they were super mature and old, you know what I'm saying, back in the day in the 90s. Now a 30-year-old to me is almost an idiot out here nowadays. Everything seems like we've been dumbed down, and we seem like a little bit like we're not developing cognitively. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, my nigga, that's on purpose though. Rothschild.
Oh, no, big time.
Yeah, they own the education system, and like McMill and shit, where all the books and shit are created. Yeah. They did that on purpose, bro. Like they don't want critical thinkers. They don't want people who, instead of like, all right, 2 + 2 is 4, but also 1 + 3 is 4. You know what I'm saying? 0 + 4 is 4. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that. They want everybody to be uniform and think a certain way, because they, like I said, they not trying to create critical thinkers. They just want proper employees, bro. They just want like automatons and drones and shit.
Imbeciles. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if y'all remember Jerry Springer show. If y'all watch early like 90s Jerry Springer show, he used to hit some real subjects and real topics, and he was talking about real life educated type stuff.
And then it pushed over. And then it changed up.
Then it changed up. It was like it went to tomfoolery all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they wanted. They wanted look at these titties on Jerry Springer. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look at it like, who was the demographic at the time, bro? It was white suburban women who stayed home, who didn't have to work because their husband worked and made so much money that their husband worked. So that's why the TV at the time, daytime TV, was soap operas and thought-provoking talk shows. It was actually fucking talk shows who watched talk shows, women. You know what I'm saying? So like they do that type of shit. But I think Jerry couldn't compete with Donahue and because. But he couldn't nobody compete with Oprah, because Donahue was actually the first motherfucker to do the shock TV, not Jerry.
Right.
It was Donahue who did that shit. I watched the fucking documentary about this. I don't know, bro. That when I was fucking hurt and shit, just laid up and shit, man. I just watched documentaries and shit. So it was Donahue who first did that shit, man. You know, with the Klan. You remember he had the Klan and Farrakhan.
But he still was hitting. he was still hitting real subjects though. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like, hey, show me your titties.
The white dude, that was the white dude with the gray hair.
With the gray hair, yeah.
And the glasses, yeah.
He looked like Mr. Donahue from Pulaski.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, man. You taking me back, man, for real. Ricky Lake, Sally Jessica.
And you had Montel Jordan, who our vice president was one of his side chicks. You know what I'm saying?
He had that bitch on the leash and some shit. He walked into an opening, him and another bitch. Like, straight up. I'm not lying. For real. That's real shit. And you know, she sucked Willie Brown's dick to get like move up in the ranks in
California.
You got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying. So they just put it. And that's the conspiracy theory I'm really waiting to come to pass, man. I honestly think Biden was just used because he could beat Trump, but I honestly think they want Kamala up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's gonna be all this stuff he got going on. I don't know, man.
Bro. See,
I think that's the way you honestly do it, though. If you're really trying to take over, like we talked about with that masculine energy, get the male out the way. Even though Biden's an imbecile, you know what I'm saying? But when you put a woman in that position of power, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can easily manipulate that society. You know what I'm saying? So I think.
All right, I'm gonna tell you. All right, this
response to this comment, bro. Said they say the world is overpopulated and they're looking to eliminate. Start with people in Africa. I'm gonna say this though. I doubt very seriously that the world is overpopulated. And if it is, it's just due to how mankind wants to keep creating buildings and infrastructures and these different establishments. However the universe created us, the universe know how to take care of itself.
It's called the circle of life. I'm gonna tell you this: the world isn't overpopulated, bro. It's just too many people trying to live in the same area. It's too dense in one area. Just think about like all the fucking open land and shit just in Indiana alone, bro. Look all over the fucking country, bro.
Wyoming.
Like everybody in the world can stand hand to hand in Texas. Did you know that?
And Atlanta.
No, but did you know that? Everybody in the world can stand arm in arm, like hand in hand in Texas, bro. The world not overpopulated. It's not overpopulated. They just saying this shit because they have an agenda. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to control 10 people than it is 100. You understand?
Man, they started. I know they say Africa because Bill Gates went over there with all that experiment with them vaccines and everything.
I think millions of people.
Oh yeah, I think they starting with China though. Honestly, I think that's why so much stuff hit in China first because China and India got like 1 billion people. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't,
did you hear about what's going on over there as far as the CCP,
China? You talking about the community, communist party or whatever?
Yeah, China community. Yep, you got it, bro. They it's called the Uyghur population, bro. It's like a population of Muslims, bro. They put these motherfuckers in concentration camps and like they just offering them, killing them and shit. Like that's going on right now. That's going on right now.
And they're doing that to Christians over there. China ruled with an iron fist. You know what I'm saying? Yep. A lot of stuff, and that's why I think China is the pawn for the New World Order because a lot of stuff that China implement right now, like I said, with that social predator, they want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So if you get China to kind of conquer America, get America in our free laws and ways out the way, you know what I'm saying? You just got an open way to control people.
And do you know how you know how to do that? They're not finna go heads up with us because like we kick anybody ass like on some heads up shit, bro. But they doing infiltration from within. This isn't like it's gonna lead to a kinetic war, but this is like fifth war. This is a fifth generation war.
Just like what you said.
With misinformation, propaganda. All
and emasculating the man. Emasculating the man.
There you go, and confusing. Yup.
Hey, run that back one more time for the people that's listening but don't get it. You said with demasculation.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like China, I don't know, like they said with TikTok. Half the stuff that they show on TikTok in America, you can't see that in America. No. So when like in China, China cut where if you like a homosexual dude on TV, they not showing that on TV
at all.
You know what I'm saying? They pushing it up. They everything. So and they pushing it into America mainstream media. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff that you see on the TVs now is some kind of weak looking dude, or you know what I'm saying? It ain't even they gotta push the what's the name? My homeboy at work I was with one day, dude, he was watching on TikTok. He was like, he don't know where it came from, just out the blue. Like every other stream or time he looked at TikTok, it was some chick showing the titties or something. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Just titties everywhere. And he was like, "What is this from?" Like it'll be kind of hidden though. It'll be like a chick looking at like a fish tank or something, and you'll see the reflection, but you will see that she had a shirt off or something like that. So you know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell people too. Like if you really trying to emasculate men, it ain't really got to be all right. You gonna make them gay, but you make them distracted. You make them over sexualized.
Or
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't gotta be just some
them,
gay shit.
and you
It ain't gotta
desensitize
be
them
gay.
to,
Yeah,
bro, and you desensitize them to like real, actual fucking love, bro. Because
right.
I'm gonna say like shit, man, about 16 to 17, 12 or 20 used to jump, man, all the strip clubs and shit, man. You used to go there. I
Right.
used to go there every other fucking weekend, bro, like just to do
Oh
that shit
yeah, big
because
time
you
when it
get
was
burnt out.
18.
Yeah, right.
Exactly, dude.
Shangri-La. You remember Shangri-La?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
we
shank
showing
was
our
a
age now.
spot.
Yeah, we showing our age
Completely.
now.
And that's what,
But yeah,
but you see what I'm saying? That's a
yeah, you be
distraction though, bro.
desensitized. Yeah,
You
you
be
get
sensitized
desensitized to it, bro. Yeah, yep.
and you become
Okay,
weak
what
because
about
you know what I'm saying?
propaganda? Propaganda, because some folks don't know what that is. When you say propaganda, what are we saying?
You basically
Basically,
propaganda is like you pushing something with a hidden hand to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like
and
you pushing
to
something
make a people think a certain way, like a political way
right.
or some shit, almost.
You
And
know what I'm saying? Like
guess who brought that up? Obama made the executive order to make it so that the propaganda can be used against the American people because they got the idea from Operation Paperclip, where they got like all the propagandists and shit from World War II, the Nazis and
oh
shit,
yeah, the
and brought them
Nazis,
over here and brought
them
them over here.
scientists.
Yep.
That's that MK Ultra though. That's where they really got it
Yep.
from. You know what
That
I'm saying?
too. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Oh no, it's all connected, bro. Like everything
Oh
is linked
no,
to
big
every fucking
time.
thing, bro. Yeah.
I can't remember who it
People be thinking it's
was.
just movies and shit. Thinking people
No,
made this shit up. This shit real life.
Dude,
it
I can't
is.
remember who it was. It was some country though when they was finna go to war with them or something. Like they went over there and they dropped like a bunch of like Playboy magazines, like porn magazines and different things. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, I think it was one of them Arabic countries. You know, like a Playboy magazine in those countries are actually illegal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you can't even have it. But then they dropped those over there, and it was to literally for the same purpose. What I'm talking to you right now, like how to distract the men. So if you got
Hey,
all these,
isn't that called like Shia law? Like when like a woman got to be like head to toe, like
oh
a
yeah,
woman ain't got no
yeah,
rights and none of that.
yeah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's why that's the main reason they keep women like that. Said where because they know, and that was unmatching of society. 'Cause I ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? I completely agree that you shouldn't be able to see a woman in general. But think about how much stuff changing just in our society by how much
Right.
more. Y'all remember back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Like even when we was coming up, women used to kind of dress a little bit modest. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you had overall society, but then you did have like that certain element of thoughts who was out there who got, but you identified that community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that wasn't a
They was
norm.
hoes. Yeah,
Yeah,
they was
that was
hoes.
the whole. But now, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody now is just like it's a norm to be like out here half naked, and they kind of piggyback and they say, all right, well, men can do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Men and women makeup are totally different, and I
Right.
don't think a lot of people don't want to accept that. You know what I'm saying? Like
You
men
remember
are
that
so.
old adage? You remember that old adage, bro? That was like, a lock that can be open
Oh yeah, I know
with
what you're talking
a
about.
million keys. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't
Right?
a good lock. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So
Exactly. I know
that's
what you're talking
basically
about.
it. Yeah.
And that's the
You can't
you
compare the two, bro.
you can't compare the two, and that's what I tell people. Like, if you could compare the two, why? Like I said, the sex industry is $1 billion industry, and it ain't really all because of men. Where it's like it's men the ones who promote it. You know, the men the ones who buying
Hmm.
it and all this kind of stuff. So it's just like, dude, when you
And
over sexualize men, like you open up. That's how women got the power to me. Though women took their power
mhm.
by, like I said, everything. Once that's shorter. Once they start showing more tits, now all of a sudden it's the new thing. If they want to get breast implants, they want to get booty jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
and baby, and they
that's it.
dying. That shit killing them.
It is, but think about it. You ain't supposed to have that much enticement as a man. You shouldn't see every corner that you look, whether it's social media, whether it's movie. Then on top of that, think about these kids, bro. They got phones at like 10 and 11 years old with access to all kind of free porn sites. So that's why these little weirdos out here, they drained and they tired and they weird. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
Hey yo, you remember? I posted something about that. Out of it was an anonymous post, and a lady was talking about how her 12-year-old son look at her weird
Oh
and be
yeah,
brushing up against the titties and shit.
exactly. I know that
Be
little
taking
weirdo at home
pictures of
watching
it.
all kind of porn, dude. that you go in that nigga room with a Blu-ray light, boy, it'll be
Yeah,
all
oh my
kind of
god.
trouble.
Yeah, buddy, you be slipping and shit and falling over every goddamn thing.
And that's what I'm saying, like, bro. I just can imagine it. I remember being at 10 or 12 trying to
Oh,
watch the sneak watch what was it, HBO, where you hope to
Red shoe,
see it, like, yeah, like Red
red
Shoe
shoe
Diaries.
diaries and
red
You know
shoe
what
Ulysses
I'm
and
diary.
shit.
saying?
Yeah, we
You know
showing
what I'm saying?
our
We were
age,
just
bro.
right. We were trying to see soft porn. Now these kids got access to, you know what I'm saying, all kind of like, no, bro.
Right.
That's that's could
We,
corrupt. That's why they don't want to come outside and do anything. Like, dude, I'm like the test. I think they even showed it. What they said, testosterone levels drop so much in
yeah.
this new generation of men. It's just like
I
you
seen some shit. I seen some shit where it said like a 30-year-old today has the same amount of testosterone in them as a 60-year-old in the 70s.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
believe it, dude. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because your test, and that's why we saying what we were talking about, that jelly daiquiri and that emasculation of men, bro. Testosterone is, that's why I say society hitting us two, three folds. Actually, they hitting us mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because they're pushing all these images, but then it's that
hmm
stuff they got like fluoride. They got all this weird like
yeah.
what was it? Atropine. Did y'all see the whole atropine thing when it's like it turned a male frog into a female? I think it was, or
Yeah,
something like that.
It
yeah, I
was a
seen
brother.
that too.
It was a brother who was conducting those tests, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen
Exactly.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
All of that's in our water, so they hitting us with the our physical bodies. So then you know what I'm saying? Now and then they put you, now they got these celebrities behind their agenda where they got the Dwayne Wade sons, the Magic Johnson sons. They pushing this to you, making it seem like it's cool and all this
Right.
kind of stuff. So you know what I'm saying? They hitting society at all kind of angles, and it's just like they attack
From
them
every angle now.
testosterone
Instead of one angle, it's every angle.
every angle, and they trying to hit masculinity. That's what I told people too.
Yeah.
And
And
everybody
it's
when
not
they was
cool.
laughing about you know what I'm saying, like, because don't get me wrong, R. Kelly did a lot of weird stuff to himself, but you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent, they came back and hit R. Kelly with some stuff that he already had got tried with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like R. Kelly
That's
was
double
already
jeopardy.
guilty. Yeah, he was already guilty in the public eye because they made that documentary. Like, so you telling me before this documentary,
Hey,
R. Kelly had all the
And you know Jay Z
things.
financed that.
Oh yeah, I heard because you
What?
know him and Jay
Wait,
been
wait,
behind.
wait. He financed the documentary.
Surviving R. Kelly, yeah.
You ain't see that old buddy was at R. Kelly cellmate or something like that. They like shot. They tried to shoot him or he got shot or something because Kels told him that he felt Jay Z tried to put a hit out on him or something like that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's some weird stuff going on. Even like how they went back and got our your man Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? They hit him
Yeah.
with double jeopardy. They hit nobody
Yep.
what's this, that Andrew Tate dude. All of a sudden now anybody who talk, they killed your boy Kevin Samuels, man.
Yeah, they did.
People, you know what I'm saying? Like people
Yeah,
don't
they did.
understand it. Kevin Samuels was on some weird metrosexual type stuff, but he talked real masculinity if you listen to
Yeah.
the root of his conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, men, you got to take care of yourself. You got to be a provider. You got to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Oh, and he was like, kind of to a certain extent, like, hey, you got to use these women for what they work. You know what I'm saying? He put a lot of women in their place. So he was
He
talking
did.
masculinity, and all of a sudden, my man, at
A
the
heart
peak of his
attack.
fame, you know what I'm saying?
Fit,
He was just
fit in shape. Heart attack though.
right
Fuck out
at
of
the
here.
peak of it. You know what I'm saying? He died. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck out of
It's a
here.
lot of pastors. A
But
few pastors.
you feel like he made enough noise to get killed though? Like
Hell yeah.
He was making momentum. That's what I say. He was at the peak. He was peaking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't. It wasn't like he was on the what's name. He had traction going. He was
Yeah.
almost especially in the black community because that's who they don't
And
want us. They don't
I'm
want black
asking,
niggas.
everybody
I'm
was talking
asking from
about
an
him. And
angle like what
everybody was
I
talking about him.
watched 19 Keys and Yaki
19
Awakening.
Keys ain't making no. They not making no noise. Like see, like I said, 19 Keys trying to do it on some old religion type of like you said, metaphorical metaphysics where they talk about, like I said, astronomy. They talk about religion. They talk about, but
Everything.
19 Keys, he ain't got a traction like that in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels to a certain extent was a household name. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about it more from he became a household name because he really wasn't talking about religion. He was talking more so about cultural things that people really want to hear about. You know what I'm saying? Making
And
some
he
money.
had and he had facts.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, he was hitting the black community because even though a lot of people didn't agree with him, just because people didn't agree with him, you know, then that was starting to get him a buzz too. You see what I'm saying? So it was just like you gotta. I tell people too. I think old buddy from here, that pastor from here, what was this? The one from Embassy of Christ or whatever it was. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like right because I used to go to Embassy of Christ a few times, and every time I went there, man, it's just like, dude, message kind of like bland. It's all about money. You know what I'm saying? They checking your W-2s and everything, all that kind of stuff I was saying. So I'm just like, I can't fool with bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
But,
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this nigga like lean back in that neck.
oh yeah, but man, like he's going through.
You alright, bro?
I just want these folks to know that I love them. I sure definitely wanted to call Wudy like, hey, bro, let's do next week, dog.
I'm gonna jump off in a second with y'all. I got to be up at like 3:00 in the morning. But
we could definitely do it again, bro, because I've been up since about 6.
Yeah. But no, what I was saying yeah. But before we go, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen that when old buddy went viral. The pastor from Embassy of Christ, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about what we talking about now, conspiracy things. He was talking about Biden. He put Biden out there on blast, you know what I'm saying? Like big time. And that video went viral, you know what I'm saying? I think other people commented on it, talking about it. So it was like literally he went viral probably like last March. You know what I'm saying? And like
since passed?
Yeah, he passed. When was that? You remember when I was Worthy? He passed probably like early part of this year or something like that, or last year, or it could have been the last part of last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just like, that's way too coincidental. All of a sudden, he started talking about some different stuff. He ain't talking about all that money stuff. He talking about how horrible Biden is. He talking about the jab, like how y'all ain't gonna put that jab in me and all this kind of stuff.
Now you know with that 503C, you can't talk about this shit.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And as soon as he talked about it, went viral. I'm talking about viral, not just Gary. I'm talking about had a viral following. Literally
around the world.
Around the world within like 6 months, he was gone. They had him up out of here. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just like, bro, there's some wickedness going on right now. Pastor Oliver from Embassy of Christ.
What happened to him?
Oh, he died. I think they said he died of like cancer or something. It was something. It was random. But if you have a chance, look up that video on YouTube or something, on Pastor Oliver video when he talking about Biden, talking about the jab and everything. Like, he went viral. Like I said, it had to be, like I said, March or April last year when he went viral with it. And within 6 months, like I said, they got bro up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you start talking real masculinity and you get a buzz, even if it's just a little buzz, you know what I'm saying? Those people, the powers that be, they trying to snuff that out right now because if you trying to get a society that you can control, you can't have masculinity like that. No. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna let you. So yeah, we can have these conversations right now, and you gotta have a protection of the Most High because if you do end up, you know what I'm saying, talking about some stuff that they really think right against their agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they once they see that you trending, they're like, all right.
That be the seed.
They get to, so that's what I say.
Like, man, we talk about this shit all night long, man. But like, that's why Black Lives Matter played such a big role because, like, their mission statement was to come in and break up the nuclear family, and they wanted to help everybody. They wanted to help everybody in the community except the black straight male.
Oh yeah, and that's what everything again. And that's my people think I be just stuck in a job and just trying to be controversial when I say stuff. Like, bro, it's an attack against masculinity right now.
It is,
and people and they not paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? And if people was to pay attention, and that's why I said men gonna have to bond together. But how men gonna bond together when we already distracted? We at odds at each other, or you know what I'm saying? We working all these hours to try to chase a bag, and it's just like, dude, the conversation that we having right now. This wouldn't need to wake up men and just be like, hey, like, dude, something going on in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Like, on my mama, the time is now. Like, on some real shit. The hunt is on, and you ought to pray. You remember that shit? Like, for real.
You ought to pray. And they don't even know it. Like, bro, like, They really attacking us right now, and they using these women. They using the woman. They've been using the woman. That's like I said. Satan ain't. He don't change his plans, man. He's been doing it since Adam and Eve in the garden. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I tell people like, man, you gotta kind of nip stuff in the bud with these women, because if you let feminine energy out of control, it's gonna run. It'll ruin a society, because it's like
it'll destroy it. Yeah,
it's untamed energy, bro.
And it's not like an attack on women or anything.
Oh, no, not at all.
Like, bro, you got to have balance in the world, man.
Like, yin and yang.
Yeah,
exactly.
And the powers to be that use every opportunity to, because man, the black man is one of the most powerful beings on this world, along with the black woman. And if you let both of them connect, then you're gonna have an issue.
Right.
But if you keep them at odds at each other, you know what I'm saying? Then there you go. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got
to worry about it. If you put the black woman in charge of the black man, there you go. You ain't got balance somewhere. You out of order at that point. So it's deep out here, man. And that's why I say men got to be men again. Men got to take their place back in society. We gonna have to. If the world was to change, I told you I don't believe it will, because I think we got to get to this point because it's written. But if it was to be a change,
something needs to wake these motherfuckers up, because clearly
I got an accident. I got rear-ended earlier, Katina, and I see my homie Jamie had asked. Yeah, I got rear-ended. Pause. Yeah. But yeah,
but real talk, I am gonna have to get up out of here with y'all, man. You brother, it was nice hollering, and I'm gonna jump in this bed, man.
All right, man.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go head out too,
cool,
bro.
Man.
We can chop it up next week sometime, just whenever you want to do that shit again, bro.
Whenever you want, bro. We can just pick a Wednesday a month. We can hit them with that knowledge.
Okay.
All right, bro. You have a blessing. I appreciate you popping in with me, man.
All right. Ain't no thing, man. You heal up, bro.
I am. Shit, yeah. To my people that's asking, man, I got rear-ended today, man. I had a challenging day. I won't say it was a bad day, but it's very challenging. I'm overall blessed. Again, I want to thank Wudy for coming in with me, chopping it up, Mr. Spencer. Again, we went a different way tonight. We usually talk a lot of health, wealth, mentality. Tonight was like a lot of political conspiracy theories, which really ain't conspiracy theories because it's all mostly proven. If you think it, you pretty much know it. You just, some of us don't want to believe it. So like I said, yeah, I was rear-ended today. We were sitting at a yield, and the guy hit us and really fucked me up. I already got some hernia problems in my groin, so I'm dealing with that. Then I'm gonna share this with y'all before I leave or whatever. So I was working an event. I told you guys I was working at a location that's on top of the Underground Railroad. 2 weeks ago, in a racial incident occurred, and for some reason I just felt overwhelmed to speak up for this black lady, because these white people was acting real. They was real rude to her. In the midst of doing that, the white guy asked them what happened. They told him that I said something, and he pointed to me. I walked over there like I had that Gary mentality in me, but I kind of stopped, and I played it cool. And he was like, "Hey, bro, you was out of place. You had no right to say nothing." And I ain't get all hard with him or nothing. Come to find out, motherfuckers had called the manager that I was working for, and they let me finish my shift. And then the motherfucker fired me right at the end of the shift. But Lord behold, somebody was watching the situation, and they gave me a job opportunity. Me knowing that I might not have too many other opportunities, I went into this job working my ass off. Not kissing no ass, but working my ass off. And again, I got 2 hernias, so I'm not supposed to lift over 15, 20 pounds. But through I believe like God be blessing me with the strength of David. That's one of my favorite, David Goliath. But anyway, I just kept working, and incidents occurred. And the other day she came out, she was like, "Worthy, you trying to make me look bad. So-and-so just told me to come out and help your ass." And I thought she was joking, but obviously she wasn't. This actually really occurred. Here it is, like 2-3 days since that incident. I went to work today. She came out saying I'm fired. She called the police. Mind you, this is a chick who went to prison. She did, I think she said 10 years, might be 10 or 15. But everything from sending me pictures of my kids, talking about I got the right one, etc., etc. I didn't really respond to it in the manner that I would usually respond to shit in the past, or how any of us Gary Indianimals usually do. Instead, I just observed and pretty much just didn't let it bother me. And I say that to say this, like, the more and more you learn to adjust, to step back, be patient, even elevate from outside of your body and look at some shit and and just, I guess, move at it a different way than you usually would. Like, I would usually be crass and extra loud and this and that. And I've allowed this lady to send me all these threatening texts. She won't have a job. And for her to say out loud, I got it on videotape. She's like, this motherfucker trying to take my job. He want my job. And I mean this genuinely. Like, this is my job right here. This is why I got on here tonight. Like, I do this with dedication because I know something will be said that's going to change somebody's life, whether it's for the best. Well, I hope it's always for the best, but it could be for the worst, not because I made it worse, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just change your whole. My job is not to go clean out no place and take nobody else's job. I'm only there to work. I'm only there to work hard and get some finances. And hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, y'all, my baby got her hair pressed out today, bro. She got her hair pressed out, and then we got a cox
in the middle of a storm.
In the middle. Look, so she got her hair. That's a silk press, right? Mm-hmm. She got a silk press, and then we got hit in the storm, and then she had to get out in the rain, and her shit went poof. So again, I want you to know, like, my life is so challenging that certain things I will no longer allow it to get the energy. Is it lit? And I'm just holding. Okay. Yeah. So you learn from me, and then allow me to learn from you from time to time. But on this end, man, don't give them motherfucker that energy, that power. They don't deserve it. Your career choices, your kids, your lover, your lifestyle, that deserves the best of you. You trying to do better for the environment, your people, whatever, yourself. That deserves your energy. Don't give that shit to no motherfucking bothered ass, miserable people. I'm sitting like, I'm not finna argue with this chick because she done did 10 years in prison. There's no reason, no form. There's so much other shit going on in the world. You see what they doing to us politically. You see what they feeding us. You see what they doing to the environment. Don't let these little people fucking bother you, get you off your square. God will deal with them. Whatever you believe in will deal with them as long as you don't give them that energy. You pray on that shit and move on. Babe, I need a light up. I want y'all to know that I love y'all. Even if I don't know you personally, I just love you for tapping in and taking a chance. You know, CMC, taking the opportunity to listen to me, just hear me out, hear my homies out. That don't mean you'll agree with us. You may disagree, but we did it in a respectable way. I'm sure that somebody was moved by this conversation. And if you was, we here. Next Wednesday, Church in the Wild Worthy. I'm sure that I'll be a little bit better. I'm be able to move a little bit clearer or whatever. I'm sure BK will be on here. Shout out to Miss Portia. Shout out to Willie Beeman. He one of the bloggers for the hip hop scene in Gary, Indiana. I didn't shout out none of my sponsors, but shout out to Buckstock. Shout out to BK Bling, and shout out to Kapai. Yeah, this was pretty cool. Again, this is my job, so I made it my business to get home and make sure I could just talk to y'all for a second. Now I'm gonna go lay my ass down. I ain't asked for no meds. I ain't took no muscle relaxers. I just got my little smoke. Y'all be blessed, peaceful, and all that other stuff, man. Try not to let these negative folks get to you. That don't mean you gotta be perfect. That don't mean you gotta be perfect, bro. We ain't looking for perfection, bro. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate that. You know I was gonna reach out to you and get some tips. I promise I was. So I'll be reaching out to you soon. I'm gonna give me some rest for the night. I gotta finish this out. Like me. Love y'all. I'm out. Fucking back and neck hurt.